why he ran. And he tried to tap. When I say ran, meaning avoiding answering directly, talking over because he was mad.
Okay, so I didn't run. And what did I not answer? I answered everything. I challenge anyone, especially this, he won't do it. I challenge anyone who's semi-normal to tell me what I refused to answer yesterday. I watched it several times. I answered every single question they asked, right? And they were going insane. They were like literally attacking me together and then saying I was interrupting them when I was answering them, right? It's a humiliation, right? If anyone who's a Trinitarian isn't embarrassed by that, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I guarantee you if I went on Kelly's show, he would treat me a lot better than Sam did. There's no doubt in my mind, right? I'd even be willing to go on Kelly's show just with Kelly to prove these guys are insane, okay? They can't have a normal interaction. They can't do it. Kelly, contact me. I'll be happy to come on your show, even though I disagree with you, and I think, of course, you blew it. But that's okay, right? No one's perfect. I have never said that, and I don't claim that either. These idiots are dumb. And at this point, we need to get rid of Sam and William. They're a disgrace, right? They're toxic. They're destroying the YouTube environment for Christians to promote our ideas and to have any kind of rational debate. They're ruining it for us. Yes, they are. They're ruining our relationship with Muslims. They're ruining our relationship with Jews. So if a normal person like Kelly, right, I don't think argumentatively that great, but neither is Sam at this point, right? But he's not, I guarantee you, as much as Sam puts down Kelly, and at times I make light of what we interacted him with, he wouldn't, right? That's how low Sam is, because he puts down Kelly all the time, and I guarantee you, Kelly would not cut me off like that, because I wasn't doing anything but responding. And if any normal person thinks it's getting like a little too chopped up, then you just say, hey, okay, let's back up. Right? Let's one at a time, right? It's not like a complicated thing, right? Did you see that from Sam yesterday? No, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to do what he did. He got shut down with a simple question, and then William went crazy, and then Sam freaked out. And now I'm the one who ran away.
Manifesting. Stafford and the Jehovah's Witnesses teach. Remember this argument. Stafford and the Jehovah's Witnesses teach. The man Jesus is a human person, a human being with a human nature. That's it. Remember this argument, folks. Please let this sink in.
Okay, I've already destroyed this argument. He's saying nothing new here. He knew I was going to do it again yesterday, which is why he freaked out. So let's let him say what he's got to say, and I'll explain it again. I literally gave him the answer by a text as well, John 1, 29 through 30. So let's see if he brings that up, right? Everyone heard me yesterday ask him or state first, angel's a functional term, right? And he wouldn't answer that, even though he knows he agrees. Then I cited John 1, 29 through 30 to answer this specific argument he's making. He wouldn't deal with it. So let's see if he does.
You got to use this. You asked them, but I thought he was the Archangel Michael.
Okay, where did you ever get that? Why are you so stupid is my question here. And that's what I also pointed out yesterday. I said, it's taken you 30 years to figure this out? I mean, Sam, you're a good arguer, and you're a good liar. You're good at avoiding getting wiped out after you get wiped out because you're a chicken and a baby. Look at how sick he looks. Look at that. Look at the top of his eyes. So, this argument he's making, he's just coming up with. You understand? He's just learning. that the Watchtower and me believe Jesus was only a man on earth. Right. Not a God man, not two natures, a man, right? Lower than the angels man, the last Adam man. He's just figuring this out, right? I've done debates, I've written books, I've written articles, I've done videos. Watchtower's published like what? A gazillion things? He's just learning this. He's stupid. And look at how sick he looks. I think he's going to die. Let's listen.
They'll tell you yes. He's Archangel Michael. So then you ask.
No, they won't. Not if it's on earth, okay? He's Jesus. Do you not understand that? It's so stupid. He's dumb. Let's go. He's still this. I'll get to it, right? What he doesn't understand is they're the same person the whole time. They're just not in the same nature. And that's why he's stupid.
So was he still the Archangel Michael on earth?
We've already answered this, okay? For decades. He's the same person as a man. Is that simple enough for you? I want to bring up John 1:29 through 30 to prove that my whole point, but I want to see if he brings it up first, because if he doesn't, once again, we know he's a chicken and he's not even addressing the text I cited yesterday, which he wouldn't even let me read because he's a baby.
No. Was he an angelic person on earth? Not an angel in function, a messenger. That's not what we're saying. See,
but that's what we're saying, you idiot. That's what you don't understand. And that's why I asked you that yesterday. Angel is not a nature term. Is what you're stupid on. Like, I literally went over this in my discussion of Hebrews 1 and Psalm 104 and all my angels of Yahweh in the Old Testament, right? The most recent ones. The ones I did that comments review video where we got into Hebrews 1 and Psalm 104 and the angels as spirits. Angel is a functional term. It's not a term for nature. There's no nature of an angel. Okay? That's why there's human angels and spirit angels. But when it's talking about in the heavens, he makes his angels spirits, flames of fire. That's their nature. What's born from spirit is spirit. Not what's born from spirit is an angel. Okay? So he's lost. He's so stupid and confused. He just said he's not talking about what we're talking about, namely the functional meaning of the term angel. So what do we do with this, right? He's so confused. I mean, I have to unwind all of this just to get back to what we're really saying. He's either really stupid and dying, right? Look at how sick he looks. Or he's confused, right? Or he's lying, right? He's deliberately deceiving people. Angel is a functional term. We've talked about this numerous times. So what is he talking about? Why is he so confused about this? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's like he's like experiencing Alzheimer's or something, right? Dementia. Like he doesn't even have recent memory recall or something.
the coward knew what I was saying, but he's a coward, son of...
Of course I knew what you were saying, which is why you didn't answer my question. He just proved right there that I knew what he was saying. And that he knew he couldn't answer me. Why? He didn't. You see, he just said he's not referring to angel as a functional term. Angel is a functional term. And when I pointed that out yesterday, he freaked out. So what is he talking about? He got destroyed is what he's talking about.
Of Satan. All right? Now, listen to me. You ask them, was he an angelic person on earth? No.
Okay, so what are you talking about? You mean angelic? This is what I said yesterday, right? I said, do you mean like a spirit? He just said he doesn't mean that. But he does mean that, right? He's asking. He's not asking if we mean Jesus is an angel functionally on earth. He just said that. Let's let him say it because he's kind of stupid.
Was he the archangel while still a man?
Yes, as a person, but not by nature, right? He doesn't have the authority that the spirit nature Michael or Jesus the archangel has. That's why he has to appeal to the Father for legions of angels, something the archangel wouldn't have to do. He's the same person, though. He just took on a different nature. That's it. And I'm going to prove that again. I've done it so many times. I want to see if he quotes John 1, okay? If he deals with the actual text I cited and said, that's my argument. I don't think he does. He may. Let's see. He's an idiot.
That he's the archangel who took on human nature? No. Jesus at no time on...
Yes, he is. You just lied. Yeah, that's wrong. He's the archangel who took on human nature. So he gave up the nature and authority he had as a spirit archangel. He's still the same person. He just doesn't have the same nature or authority. That's it. Are you not dumb anymore? I doubt it. I think you still are.
On earth, remain an angelic person. At no time...
What is he talking about? An angelic person. Angel is a functional term, numbnuts. Did someone sodomize your brain? See, he's stupid. It is so bizarre. Angelic person, if you're a human, that can only mean you're a messenger. An angel that's a spirit is still a messenger, but a spirit. So what is it you're not understanding? I'm genuinely confused at how stupid you've become.
Time on earth did he remain an angelic person. He ceased being an angelic person, he became a human person. So now this leads to another question. Did Michael now become a human person? If
in my view, yes, it's not a necessary view. Christian Witnesses of Jah don't require that people identify Jesus as Michael. I think it's pretty conclusive in my view, but it's not absolute. And so, because it's not absolute and it's not necessary for salvation, Jesus is clearly an archangel, according to 1 Thessalonians 4 and Revelation 1:1, 1 Peter 3:22. But he doesn't have to be Michael. So, but whether you believe, if you believe he is Michael, or if you don't, whatever he was, whatever angel he was before becoming a man, it's the exact same person, without the authority and the spirit nature. That's it. Real simple.
so, where's the continuity between an angelic person and a human person?
I cited it for you yesterday in John 1:29-30. Something tells me, even though you rage quit, as I pointed that out, and you've had, a whole day to figure out what to do with it, I don't think you're going to bring it up. I think you're that stupid and dishonest. I think you know it's game over, and it is.
An angelic person is not the same as a human person.
Oh, sure they are. An angelic person is a messenger. So a human can be an angelic person. That's why I asked you yesterday, you idiot. Are you talking about a spirit, or are you talking about it functionally? Because it's a functional term. If you're applying it to a spirit, okay, but that doesn't make your point, which is proven by the fact that I asked you or point out and then said, right, it's a functional term, which even you've admitted before and is true no matter what you think. So this is really weird how pathetic you become. You know it's over, right? You know you've been destroyed.
A human person is a human person. An angelic person is an angelic person.
Right. And they're both persons. And they both have natures as persons. They're both made in the image of God. So one can take on the nature of the other. We can become spirits. Did you know that, Sam? So, Sam, when we're resurrected as spirits, is it the same person? Right. Oh, well, wait a minute. We're a man right now, though. How could it be the same person when we become a spirit? Well, maybe because your false teaching about the human body resurrection. Still the same person, though. And it was dead. So it's the same thing in terms of the person consistency.
So if Michael went from being an angelic person to a human person, then what happened to that angelic person?
Nothing. He became a man. He left his spirit nature and authority and took on the limitations of a man. Lower than the angels, right? Because he wasn't lower than the angels before. So if you were not lower than the angels before, and now you are lower than the angels, you're the same person. You're just in a different nature, different place. What don't you understand? It's so easy and simple. You're just stupid. That's the only conclusion I can come to.
You see the problem?
You haven't explained one yet, so no. Oh, yeah, I see the problem now. Your bad diet. And again, look at how sick. Look at his left ear. It looks like it's breaking off or something. It's almost like it's deforming in live time. Let me watch it.
Do you understand the problem now?
No, can you explain it? Because there hasn't been one yet.
They'll tell you the life force of Michael was transferred to Jesus while he's in the womb. All right, then.
Okay, well, that's maybe what Watchtower believes. I just believe he was created in the womb. The Kanao in Philippians 2, which you never address because you can't, you're stupid and I'm right. Kanao always means totally wiped out. It's gone. Nothing left. Destruction. He destroyed the form of Theou that he existed in and took on the form of a man. What don't you understand? Right. He was made lower than the angels. That means he was created. Do you understand what Psalm 8:5 says about humans being made lower than the gods? Right. It's talking about them being created lower than the gods, the angels. And that's quoted in Hebrews 2, applied to men first, and then applied to Jesus. So what is it you're not understanding? Well, again, this stupidity is like escalating out of control.
And you ask them, what does that mean? What does it mean that Jesus had the life force of Michael?
Oh, okay, well, you can ask Watchtower, you can ask me, because I just told you, and I've told you consistently for what, 30 years? Even when I was with Watchtower, I never really explained it like that, I don't think. So, no one knows what you're doing here. This is like you've raised something as a problem, but there's no problem. Where's the problem? Oh, I see. Look at him. Look at that face. He's going into a trance right now. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes rolling back into his head. They're gone. He's literally being taken over in this frame. I believe that. Look at the mouth. It's open wide like a blown out homo's rear end, right? Because there's no elasticity left. It's disgusting. You'll see. StopSodomy.com. I know. But it reminds me of that. It reminds me of a overused homo rear end. Not meant to be sodomized. And look at his eyes. His eyes are gone. They've rolled back. The rollback is a sign of demonization. And look at the beard too. It's offset. I think he probably shaved it right, but his fat neck is not even. He's got like rolls when he's in this position, so it shows up the unevenness of his scraggly beard, his vitamin deficient beard.
Does that mean he was an angelic person who took on human nature? No, he's a human person.
Right. Well, angel is not a nature, you idiot. So why don't you change the word from spirit to human and you won't have this dilemma. But since you're dumb, it won't be possible.
Well, if he's a human person, are you saying Michael morphed from being an angelic person to a human person?
No. I've told you repeatedly, and Watchtower tells you repeatedly what their view is, so why are you even asking this question? He's stupid. No, he emptied himself of the Marphe Theou, okay? The nature of God, the spirit form, what's born from spirit is spirit, real simple. And he took on another nature. He became a man. So to become a man, he had to be born a man, right? He stopped existing. Do you understand Psalm 8? Do you understand Hebrews 2? Right, so lower than the angels, right? That means a man. So he stopped existing as a spirit being. and began existing as a human being with the same person, the same spirit from God. You know, the internal spirit that we have that defines our personality, nature. No, not nature. I mean, nature in terms of our personality, right? How we are, whether you're in a spirit form or a physical form, whatever defines you. That's what I mean by the spirit, right? Spirits have spirits, right? Spirit can refer to your nature, or it can refer to the type of attitude or disposition you're displaying. So he has all that same spirit as a man, not as a spirit. Hopefully that was simple enough, but it's Sam. And look at him. He now looks like he's totally lost. Let's see if he can find himself again.
If you say yes, then Michael, the archangel, doesn't exist anymore.
Right. That's why you never have him referenced while Jesus is on earth. He's on earth. He's Jesus. That's why in Hebrews 1, dum-dum, it says, to which of the angels did he ever say, you are my son, I today have become your father, referring to him being resurrected, or being his firstborn, being brought into the inhabited world, the earth, when he was born. It's not talking about him as an angel because he's not an angel. So the answer is, he didn't say that to any angel. He said it to the angel who became a man, lower than the angels, hence not a spirit angel. Of course, he's an angel as a man in the sense that he's a messenger. He constantly says that. I only tell you what the Father says. That's a messenger, right? So that's why I said to you yesterday, are you talking about it functionally? Because it's a functional term. So in Hebrews 1, he's talking about angels as spirits in the Old Testament. Flames of fire, you idiot. He's not talking about human messengers. So you see what we have to do to unwind how deeply gone he is? He just confuses himself or runs from the truth so badly, he ends up in a place like this.
Do you understand the problem? Which is why he was tap dancing?
Where was I tap dancing? I openly came right out and answered you. I said angel is a functional term. So where's the tap dance? You literally quit the discussion right there. It ended right there. You asked me a question. I said, well, angel is a functional term. You hesitated and I said, right. And then you quit because you knew you were defeated. That's what happened. Anyone can watch it and see there's no escape, Sam. It's permanent. It's all time. You guys can lie all you want with these stupid videos and lying titles. I'm going to give plenty of the true titles out. Everyone will see you guys are lying and we'll just point it out. And then, look, this guy cut me off and then lies to his whole audience. You know, before that, what this idiot did? He lied to everybody that he challenged me to a debate. And then when he was called to produce the proof, didn't have it. No, he got wiped out. He got exposed as a baby. Look at him. Look at, he looks like he's about to cry right there. Look at that sick, depressed look. He looks like he's about to cry. He does that too. He cried yesterday because he got so emotionally upset over his bad diet and Kit Kat bites. I think he's about to cry. He's so emotionally distraught and full of demons. And he's out of control, right? He's coming up with some argument that doesn't exist. This doesn't even work. And he's using it to try to bluff his way out of why he cut me off yesterday and didn't answer. He got destroyed. There's your answer.
We're going to get into John 10. It's all part of my discussion.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole live stream on that later today. Wipe him out even more. He's gone.
I promise you, it's all part of my discussion.
Yeah, sure. Just like your bad diet and coffee cups that you need 2 hands to bring to your fat face. Let's see what has happened in the chat real quickly because of the insanity. We know what can happen. Angel is going insane. It's real simple. Hey, Angel, why does Jesus say it's okay to worship his disciples in Revelation 3:9? Explain that. That will answer your question about worship to Jesus. We got Jake Brancatella here. Good to see you, Jake. I appreciate you showing up. As you know, you and I have not collaborated the way these guys are lying. And just because we're effectively exposing them, they're creating this big fiasco to try to create this image that we're teaming up against Jesus, you know. I thought you totally destroyed William, Jake. And, you know, I kind of was a little reserved because I've kind of gotten along with William. And even though he's with Sam, he's kind of been, at least to this point, kind of the better of the two. So I didn't really want to hammer away. But when you did your review of that debate, I thought it was awesome. I mean, the way you showed with the proofs how William was a liar. I'm going to do a whole review of your debate. I thought it was that good. And because William continues to lie, I'm going to do my part to make sure that everyone knows you destroyed him. It was incredible. The way this guy lied, right? I mean, they really have a problem with that. It's embarrassing, right? I mean, the way that they try to latch onto things and misrepresent things is pretty incredible. I mean, I've got these guys saying that heteros theos means another person, right? And that it's different from deuteros theos to the point where me offhandedly making that substitution, which to me is no big deal at all. I don't even know why they keep commenting on it. Again, it's not even a point that I argued, right? I've never said, oh, yeah, it says deuteros theos, so you're wrong. No, I was just, he didn't have the source. I use a synonym. He says it's the other one. Fine. What does it mean? Another person? No, you're a liar. Doesn't change anything, right? Whether it's deuteros or heteros, they're going to say theos means another person, i.e. they're going to assume the Trinity. That's what that is. So every time they see the word God, right? John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was theos. Okay, well, it's theos. It's not person. The God he's with, it doesn't say he's with the person of the Father. It says he's with the God. That's an ontological distinction. And then Job 38:7, right? I mean, Jake might not agree with all these things, and that's not the issue right now. But we're talking about these guys. Job 38:7 says, all the sons of God were there when God created the earth, which was created before the heavens. I mean, the stars in the heavens. So all the sons of God are there. The Septuagint translates that all angels. He believes Jesus is a son of God and the angel of God in the Old Testament. So does all mean all? Do we have another exception here, right? These guys are crazy. So if all the sons of God, that's a separate clip coming up too, part 4 of Sam's cremation, the last one we did, or maybe part 3. If all the angels and all the sons of God are there when God's creating the earth, why isn't the Word as a theos considered one of those sons of God or angels? When he argues for being a son of God as a theos in John 10, the very text this pervert Sam continues to misinterpret. I can't even get him to answer a 10-minute video about a first-class conditional sentence in John 10:35 through 36. Let's get back to Sam and see, though, if he brings up John 1:29 through 30. That will annihilate him, okay? So let me get back to Sam. I'll leave you guys in the comments. Thank you for showing up, Jake. We're going to continue to highlight your destruction of William, the pagan and liar. Speaking of pagan liars.
Are you with me there? But then it gets worse. When Jesus died, go back, watch the previous sessions. I gave you these references. And when he was raised, was the man Jesus raised? No. Is the man Jesus a man, a human person in heaven? No. Ask them. Don't take my word for it. Ask that.
You're not making any big point here, dummy. We've known this our whole lives. So while you're just figuring this out, that's why I call you dummy. You'd have to be stupid, right? Doesn't every Watchtower person and person who agrees with me in my theology realize he'd have to be stupid not to know this? It's like basic teaching from us, you know? So he's getting really fired up about some big thing he's going to say, and it's going to totally fall flat. So let's hear that.
That coward. So instead of manifesting, can you answer my question, dude? And don't talk over me because you only humiliate yourself.
What question did I not answer? I literally answered his question, and then he wouldn't agree, even though I know he does agree. And so I said, it's a functional term, right? And he freaked out right there. So what is he talking about? I challenge anyone, okay? I challenge anyone to, in that 10-minute video of me and Sam and William, point out one question that was like I could hear that I didn't answer. I believe I answered every single question these dorks threw at me. And they went all over the place, right? I was like answering both of these maniacs at the same time. And then they were accusing me of interrupting them. Isn't that crazy? It just shows they're buffoons. William had no business even being there. He's just so butthurt and insecure over getting destroyed by Jake and me highlighting it. And you haven't seen nothing yet, William. We're going to do a whole series on that. That's really good, Jake. And that should be highlighted. The Muslim community should thank Jake. The Christian community should thank Jake for doing what he did. All right. I haven't seen many Christians go to the extent that Jake did to expose these liars about Justin Martyr.
You're now become infamous, right?
Infamous for what? For showing up on your live stream out of nowhere and then being attacked by you and William after answering all your questions, and then you rage quit? Isn't this crazy? This guy's delusional, right? Look at him. We have another sick look. So when we get Sam doing these poses where he's like the light, whatever light's in the room, remember, he's like buried in darkness, but right, he's got to have some light because he knows he can't talk to us in darkness. And the demons know that too. So they're like, okay, we'll just create the deep canyons around your eyes and we'll hide in there. Then we'll get to see people and what you're doing. So now, though, he's tilted back and we can kind of see, right? You see those like deep, dark, look at that. Look at his eye on the light side. Like if you Sam's face is the moon, you got the dark side on the left and the light side on the right. You can see that even with the full light shining down on his face, you see the top of his eyelid. Look at that deep, dark canyon right there. That's a sick sign. That's something's wrong there. Now, and his nose is totally offset. I don't know if he broke it or what's going on there. He like rubs his face a lot, really violently. Maybe he just rubbed it into a new position. I don't know. He looks sick.
Is there a human person in heaven named Jesus? No. Is there a man in heaven who's a human person with a human nature? No. Well, who's there? The Archangel Michael.
The life-giving spirit that he was made when he was resurrected from the dead as the firstborn from the dead and given all authority and power, and all angels were made subject to him. So yes, he's literally called the archangel, an archangel, by Paul after his resurrection in 1 Thessalonians 4. I'm still waiting for this point. He's just talking, right? He's just belittling our view and not refuting it. He's just marveling at it while he looks really sick, like he's about to die.
Who is he? He's Jesus. All right, well now, hold on. Explain this to me. If you're telling me Michael is Jesus, but Jesus is a human person with a human nature, and Michael is not a human person with a human nature.
No, see right there, you got it wrong, right? We believe he's the same person. In my case, Michael. Other people believe just, the firstborn of all creation. So, what are you talking about? It's the same thing from him going from being a human on earth to being made a life-giving spirit in heaven. He still was a human on earth. Did you know that? Right. So, he's still that Jesus, just like he's still Michael from the Old Testament. He's just not a spirit being with all the authority of Michael while on earth. You understand now? Probably not.
Where's the connection?
I just told you. Now, and I've already proven the connection between him on earth and before in John 1, 29 through 30. I'm waiting to see if he brings it up. If not, we'll bring it up because he's a liar and a coward. Well, he's just pointing out, okay, he's a man on earth. He dies. And then 1 Corinthians 15:45 says he's made a life-giving spirit, created. And he's created right there. He was created as the firstborn of all creation. He was created as a man. And he was created when he was resurrected as the firstborn. That's why firstborn is used of him. Why he's born through Mary. Why he's the firstborn. They're all temporal terms, pervert. Okay? So he's the same person before a man, as a man, and after. Just not the same nature and just not the same authority. Do you understand now? Again, I doubt it, but I'll keep trying.
Where's the connection?
How many times you can ask that question? I just explained it. The same person. There's your connection.
Help me understand.
I don't think it's possible. I am trying, but you're stupid. So, it's not easy.
I want to understand.
I doubt that, but I will keep trying.
How is Michael Jesus? How is Jesus Michael?
Real simple. Same person. Different nature, different authority. That's it. You understand now? Probably not.
You understand the problem, right?
No.
If Michael is an angelic creature.
Okay, so again, he's using angel as a term for nature. And he knows it's not. He's even said this, right? It's Sam, though, right? He'll go back on himself, contradict himself, or if he has to. He doesn't understand. This is the whole point of my question yesterday that made him rage quit. He keeps saying Michael's an angelic creature. Okay, no, he's a spirit creature. You understand now the difference? Yeah, he's an angel too, but his creatureness isn't an angel nature. No, it's a spirit nature, and he is an angel. That's as simple as I can make it, dude.
An angelic person with an angelic nature.
There's no such thing as an angelic nature. You just destroyed yourself. You just sodomized yourself again. And I have videos where you admit angel is a functional term. So you're contradicting yourself right here. Why are you doing this? Because you know you can't win. So you now have to get your stupid argument to work, you've got to try to create this contradiction between being an angel and being a man. When being an angel is a functional term that applies to spirits and man. So why are you saying it's a nature? You're begging the question, assuming your argument like you always do. That's why.
But Jesus is a human person, a human creature with human nature.
And also an angel, a messenger sent. He's literally prophesied to be the angel of great counsel who is born as a child. Right. The angel of the covenant. Yeah. Isaiah 9, 5, 6 and Malachi 3. Right. So it's a functional term. It's not a term for nature. Even John the Baptist is called a messenger, an angel. Right? This is crazy. Right? That we have to put up with this nonsense all for his ego and lies. So he's just totally lying here and inventing a nature to try to maintain this stupid argument that's been and will be destroyed.
Where's the connection? Do you understand why I'm hammering this point?
Yeah, because you don't understand our position. And it's real simple. And you're also lying about what the term nature or angel means. And you previously seemed to understand that, and now you're claiming it's a nature. Okay, wait a minute. I want everyone to stop and take a look. Because do you see the frame we stopped it on? Look at his lips. It looks like his top lip. Look at that. Look at the discoloration. You see the whiteness? It's almost like a rug burn, right? It's like something went into his mouth repeatedly and like bruised or blistered his upper lip. Maybe it was food, right? Because, he's gluttonous. But Bo Branson, right?
Now, the best analogy I could come up with to try to understand their logic. Oh, he's live again? Dude, the guy's not going to work. He's going to retire from working.
Well, you just don't know what I do because you're stupid and you assume all kinds of things. So we have this idiot in the comments, Gregorio Papadopoulos. Greg in his stream is like calling everyone here gay now. Well, Sam started out highlighting his obsession with me being gay. He has recently publicly confessed his lust for a man, Bo Branson. And you guys attacked my videos and streams yesterday and this morning by accusing us of being gay and taking drugs. All because we destroyed your two idiots. So you guys are obsessed with drugs and being gay. I take that to mean you're meth users and you got plugs up your ass.
The best example I could give, is imagine someone downloads my memories, takes my memories, downloads them in a computer, and then uploads my memories into your brain.
No, it's nothing like that at all. You're talking about just a information program. We're talking about a soulical spirit person. So your analogy is false. It's you, though, so that's not like a big deal, really, to me. You're stupid. But I got to point it out anyway, in case other dummies get misled.
So I'm going to take Moab. Let me give you the example. They take...
Okay, so let's look at this ridiculous comment. What happened to Michael as he became Jesus if he didn't die? Does everyone see the problem there? He literally answers his own question, doesn't he? Well, let's just take out the part where Moab says, as he became Jesus. And look what he says. What happened to Michael if he didn't die? So you see the answer in his own question? He became Jesus. That's the answer, Moab.
Take my memories, download in a computer, they upload the memories into Moab's brain. So now Moab has my memories.
Nope, it's nothing like that at all. He literally was born as a human, had no memory while he was in Mary's womb, and developed it and was made aware of who he was by the Father. So at what point, we don't know. Obviously, he had to be conscious to the extent that he would understand things. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's really clear. He became Lord and the angels. It says he emptied himself, kanao, wiped out his divine nature, took on a human nature. Same person. 1 Corinthians 15 teaches very plainly that the body changes, but the spirit or seed does not. God gives it a body. So the spirit that Jesus had before he became a man is the same spirit that defines him as a person. And it's the same spirit that defines him as a person when he's resurrected to heaven. He just has a new nature and more authority. Same person. So I don't know why you don't understand it. The proper analogy, Sam, since you're too stupid to come up with one, and you're insulting Moab by even daring to put your thoughts in his brain, although he asked the dumb question, so maybe that would work. No, a good analogy, Sam, is real simple. I don't even know why you're struggling with this. It would be like you. Let's pretend you existed as a spirit being. I know, it's never going to happen. Well, let's pretend. And you wanted to become a man. So you gave up being a spirit being, and God created you as a man with the same spirit personality, same definable characteristics as a man, though. And then that same man with the same personality that previously had a different nature and more authority? If you were that man now and you died and your spirit went back to the God who gave it, like Jesus said, Father, in your hands I entrust my spirit, and all spirits return to God who gave it. So that proves he gave it to Jesus initially, didn't it? Exactly. Created. And then God resurrected you and gave you a new body, just like 1 Corinthians 15 says. Real simple.
In his brain, so then he recalls events in my life.
None of this has anything to do with what we believe, okay? This is the stupidest analogy. I mean, it's like he didn't even try, right? Because if he tried, he'd come up with what I just came up with, which would be what we believe, and then he couldn't argue it. So he creates a straw man, lies, like claiming I ran, and this is what we get.
Which are now uploaded to his brain, but that still doesn't make him me.
Right, because that's not what we're talking about. So I don't even know why you're talking about it. It just shows how stupid you are again, so everyone can see he cannot present a proper analogy. Right? He's an idiot.
Oh, he's live now, guys?
He's known I've been live. He just pretends because he's a pervert.
You see?
So Ortho Christos says, I've gone off the rails. And do you think Ortho Christos said that to Sam when he initially started attacking me and my face and my sexuality and claiming I'm a drug user, right? Do you think any of that insane ad hominem attack was objected to by Ortho Christos? No, he's a pagan pervert like this idiot.
You understand why he won't answer the question?
I not only answered it yesterday and then you rage quit, I just answered it again, and I've answered it for 30 years. So I guess you'll just have to keep saying I'm never answering it while I'm answering it, and we'll just have to keep living with it, right? And whoever believes you will be destroyed, and whoever wants the truth can find it.
You understand why he tried to cut us off, speak over us, and will not let me make my point?
So I'm going to do a video later. In addition to the additional live stream, it's going to be destruction day for these guys. I'm going to show you guys how many times they interrupted me. We're going to go through that 10-minute clip. It won't be a long video. So we're just going to count all this lying they're doing. I'm going to show you guys. You can see for yourself. Everything he's saying is what they did to me. I literally sat there and answered all their stupid questions. I came there to talk about what he was attacking me on. My website, lying about me being a cult leader, and John 10, my debate with White. I went on there to talk about those things. I even put in his comments, I'm going to expose you later. And then he called me out and said, okay, come up now. I said, okay, give me a few minutes. I'll be ready to go. I wasn't in a position to jump on the live right then. But I was there in 10 minutes or so. I'm freaked out. So nothing he's saying is true. And I didn't run from anyone. I'd still be on there destroying these guys if they weren't scared chickens.
Right now, guys, can someone confirm? Is he live again now? I don't know, because I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right, then forget about him. Now do me a favor. If you go and watch him, you're going to give him more views. He's going to go from 5 to 15.
See how insecure and what a baby he is? This guy is so pathetic, right? I mean, he like attacks people for how many views. I mean, this is such a baby, right? This guy does competing live streams with people all the time. He's so insecure. And he's so worried people will hear the truth and not his lies. He's got to threaten them. What a baby.
Don't help increase his viewership. Let him manifest. Guy's sick, dude.
Okay, now I want you to look real closely here. Now he's showing us his teeth here, and you can see they're not in a good shape. Now he's got, look at those stained teeth. Those teeth, they're all these heavy white stains. Look at it, do a closer up look. Sam, you need to get some floss. You need to brush regularly, and I don't know, maybe implants or something. You look real like your mouth is going to break apart. Like all that junk food has created all these cavities, right? You're going to need a few root canals. And then when you look at the eyes right here, if you notice, you see on the left side, the dark side of the moon of Sam's face, this big fat moon right here. You look on the left side of the moon of his face. Look at that. Look at there from the bottom of the eyes, right? Like flaring out from the left side of his fat nose. Look at that deep canyon line right there. Right there. Just like a big river of feces running right across his eye. And then right below that, another crevice, like someone took a hatchet and chopped him a line right there. And then this line, right? Let's look at this line. It goes all the way from the bottom of his hog nostril. And it makes a turn, it makes a left turn, it comes down around his mouth. It looks like a dead patch of skin. Look at that. There's no hair there. You see that? That should have hair. See over here? His face is not in alignment. Like it's like a big puzzle of garbage, right? This piece that doesn't fit goes here and it eventually comes together and forms this mass of flesh, right? This unsightly compilation of unfitness.
Yeah. So don't increase his 12 viewers to 30.
Don't worry, Sam. We know you pay for views and pay for subscribers. There's no way in the world that many people could be so stupid to subscribe to you.
And he'll never answer my objections.
Isn't he crazy? He acts like I ran away from a question yesterday, right? It was him. I destroyed him like I just did. Ask Tarantula Clan or George Lopez. They know this, okay? They know that Sam got wiped out yesterday and he saw it coming and he quit. That's why he didn't answer my question. Angel's a functional term, right? Oh, here we go, right? That's what he did. He literally crapped himself, right? I hope he's wearing a diaper, right? With his bad diet and his lack of, he probably does. He probably has to wear something. I don't know though. It's like, again, his bowels cannot be in good health.
Never, because he's a son of Satan. The dragon has spiritually molested him. His God is a false God. His Jesus, false Jesus. He's a Bible pervert, and he's getting destroyed and obliterated by the true triune Jehovah.
And where did that happen? Someone want to point out one single thing from any of the videos involving me and Sam or me and anybody where that happened? Right? It's just crazy. They're stupid.
That's why he won't answer.
I've already answered. I answered and he didn't answer. And that's the truth of the matter.
You want me there? Jehovah took Michael's life force and put it in the baby in Mary's womb. But man up west, ask them, what does that mean?
Real simple. Just like Psalm 8 teaches and is applied to Jesus in Hebrews 2. God made him lower than the angels. Is that simple enough for you? What does being made lower than the angels mean? It means he wasn't made lower than the angels before, but he is now. Oh, but it's the same person, right? Because he is made lower than the angels. Exactly. Is he ever going to bring up John 1, 29 through 30? What do you think? The live show, right? I've been commenting on it. I doubt even any of his gay followers have told him, hey, you're really blowing it. Because he not only destroyed you yesterday by pointing out John 1, 29 through 30, which you didn't even know what it said, and you refused to look it up. He's saying you're not going to do it right now. Yeah, he's saying you're a chicken, like you've proven you are. Let's find out.
Yeah, guys, don't go there, because if you go, you're going to increase his viewership. Learn.
Right. Follow Sam, right? He tells you what to do. Remember yesterday when he lied about me and said, I tell people what to do? No, that's a lie. That's what he does. Like he just did. He just asserted his authority over all you idiots who are too stupid. Hey, XJW Laura, you know how the Watchtower tells you Don't go read other, apostate stuff. Isn't that terrible? Keep you from learning things. That's what he's doing. He's the watchtower. He's openly concerned, right? If I'm so terrible and getting refuted, he should want people to come and hear it, right? No, he's a baby and a liar. He's literally acting like watchtower right now. Don't worry, watchtower people, and it's not all bad, but you got problems. He's trying to tell people what to do because he is a cult leader. He's a pervert. And if you don't do what Sam wants you to do, he's going to hate you, just like Watchtower. Look at that face. Everybody, stop what you're doing, okay? Unless you're eating, in which case, look away. Look at that disfigured face. Look at those sick eyes. What is wrong with his eyes? We already know about the deep demon canyons of darkness. And it's still here, but he's in full light right here, right? Light's coming in on his whole side of the moon of his face. He still has this deep, dark canyon. And all these other canyons forming. And his mouth, everything is off, right? His teeth aren't showing linearly. His mouth looks like it's been overused. And his eyes, look, the eye on the dark side of the moon of his face is glazed. Look close, you can see there's a shimmering glaze. Like he's literally being possessed. And look, you can see he's got lazy eyes. You see how normal people, they don't close half their eye when they're conscious. You don't see this look. This is an odd look. That's called lazy eyes. And he's fat, right? So that makes sense. He can't get the weight off his body. And it's closing his eyelids. Look at that. He's getting so fat now, his eyes are not fully closing or opening. Right here. Look. It's like they're like overpowering his vision. This is really bad. He might die.
Focus. You see, he's not well. He's ill. I was told that he also physically threatened us. This guy.
He was told this. Oh, really? So if someone comes and tells me, hey, Sam and the tough guy William physically threatened you, you know what my first response would be? Where? Let me hear it. You know what his first response is? I don't want to hear it, right? I don't want to hear it. I just want to lie about it. Oh, can I say Stafford said he threatened me physically? Because I want to lie about that. I don't want to hear it if he didn't say it, though. So don't tell me what he actually said, because I want to lie about it. Okay, good. That's what he does. I have never physically threatened these two idiots. So he's a liar. He does this often, by the way. Him and William are just, these guys got to go. These guys are ruining the ministerial universe, right? Look at this face. Once again, right? It's like every time we stop him, he gets sicker and dies a little bit more. Look, so his mouth is not working properly. Look, he's talking out of half of his mouth. Only one side of his lip is raised. What is this? It's like the muscles in half his face aren't working. Only the dark side is working. Look at that. The dark side of the moon of his face seems to be like it has the demon presence, so it's like functioning. The light side, like the side God would see with the light, nothing. Right? It's like, I don't want to see it. Nope. There's no activity on this side. No light. Look at the mouth. It's like dead on the light side. Like you know how in Jesus he talks about this? Some people, they prefer the darkness to the light. Look at that. Look at the way he's using the dark side of his face for activity. I only see the teeth on the left side. That's weird. I think the demons are why. He has no spiritual life over here. He has demon activity over here. So we get the split face.
This guy's going to threaten me physically.
That never happened, but let's see how you handle it.
Oh, I'm scared.
That's how you handle it? Is that supposed to what? Like make me, if I were wanting to hurt you, would that like supposedly make me not want to hurt you? it just looks to me like you're dying. It looks like you're trying to create this false appearance of security, right? So why you're bringing up me threatening you, which never happened, and how you're not afraid of it, when we all know you're terrified of your own shadow.
Okay, now let's focus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
You don't have the Holy Spirit? That's blasphemy. And you're lying about me again. You guys are literally promoting lies. I might, you know what, Sam, if you keep doing this, if you keep lying and saying I'm threatening you physically, I might have to tell YouTube that you're literally inciting people against me for hatred on things I never did. You actually got someone so angry with me about a year ago when we were trying to debate, and you were lying, and you told them you kept asking me to debate and I refused. The guy got so angry because of your lies. He came to my channel and he was genuinely upset with me. And I could tell, I was like, this guy's like really thinks I'm avoiding Sam. And I wrote back and I said, look, man, he hasn't asked me to debate him at all. And the guy went back to Sam. It's all documented in the prior videos about this issue. Guy went back to Sam and said, hey, he says you never offered to debate him. So show me the emails where you asked him. He didn't have any because he never did. So then he starts sending me emails right there. I never heard from that angry guy ever again. He's probably still a Trinitarian, but he probably was so, because, right, if you get fooled like that by an idiot like this, and you go to someone and you attack them and you call them out and you realize you were duped by a dope, that's embarrassing, right? That's something that would like affect you for life. That's what these guys do. They literally lie about people so badly, it incites people. Look at the way they attack the Muslims. Look at the way they incite hatred against the Muslims and Jews. The very people we're supposed to be trying to, get along with. That's because it's the Dragon Church. The Dragon Church is built on war. It's built on this stuff. That's the dragon. The dragon took over the Christians and started using them against the Christians and to get others to hate the Christians, just like they're doing today. And he's one of the most effective at doing it. So we get Noel, a woman's name, maybe not in his language, and Noel, right? No God, no L. These guys are perverts, everybody. The effeminate Noel says he is cursing us all out while, yes, he's watching your stream. No, I'm not cursing you, but you guys are cursed. And I will curse you in the sense that you're blasphemers. So you're cursed by Yahweh, you're cursed by the Lord Jesus for blaspheming and following paganism. Yes, you're cursed. Congratulations. Whatever we bind on earth is bound in heaven. So you guys are bound, and that's why he's so stupid.
But hi, Greggy. Greggy, you're watching me here.
You see what he did? He's effeminate. He has this gay streak in him. So we already saw that he confessed his love for Bo Branson. Okay, this was like he did it for like 3 minutes, maybe more, and it was unbelievable, right? He literally said the reason he's still in the Catholic Church is Bo Branson's so handsome. He said he was questioning his sexuality. He did. He said that. I'm not making it up like he's making up stuff about me. He literally fell in love with Bo Branson. He got XJW Laura and another pagan woman to openly start thinking lustfully of Bo Branson. And XJW Laura is married, so you see what Sam does. Now he's trying to kiss me because of his homosexual tendencies. And he doesn't have emotional control. So let's take a look now. Now we're getting more, the lips now more resemble the anus, right? Usually the anus, if you've seen it, that we all have, right? We don't, it's not like a regular thing, but we all know, right? I got the stop sodomy site going on, so it's like comes up more for me. But now you can see the anal quality of his lips. You see how that would be useful as an anus. Anyway, he's getting real sick. Look at the nostrils too. Those are not even. Look, the nostril on the left is like open, kind of. It has like this weird, it looks like a tadpole. You know, like the little tadpoles that swim around before they become frogs. The left nostril looks like a kind of a deformed tadpole. And then in this, or maybe that's the right nostril from him. It's left for me, but right for him. No, the other one, the one on the right for me, left for him, it's like collapsed, right? Like his brain, it's collapsed in. It's not open. And it's kind of like collapsing this direction. You see how the inner lining, the median of his nose is going this way? That nostril is trying to go that way too, right? They're all it's all leaning to the dark side. All the features are like, we would need to go to the demon side. There's no activity on the light side here. And he seems to have like either some nasal, like a nasal protrusion there, or maybe it's like a booger. He doesn't clean himself well, probably. It's disgusting. Let's move on.
You like to talk about sodomy and gay. What happened to you, Greggy?
You did, Sam. So you and William and your despicable love fest and perversion have made me aware, together with your love for Bo Branson and the fact that Revelation 11 speaks of spiritual Sodom, all comes together in a form of perversion that we associate with you.
Did a Jehovah Witness touch you a little too closely, if you know what I mean? Huh?
Now we're getting a good look here. So we get Sam now. He's winking, right? He's now making sexual advances. He's winking at me. That's an advance. When someone winks at you, they're saying, hey, that's what he's doing. He's making an advance, an inappropriate advance. I could probably get him flagged for that right here. Does he have 2 strikes? We can get him out of here right now. I'm kidding, but not really. Okay, now look, also, it looks like his mouth has broken open, right? It looks like maybe he has some broken teeth here. What's going on? This doesn't look normal. Look at that mouth. Maybe that's why the light side wouldn't raise up. Like he's got a permanent adhesion to this broken jawline. And it looks like maybe Bo Branson was a little rough on him. And it created this kind of, it almost looks like a penile opening, right? Or he was spooning in the ice cream so fast, right? The spoon kind of has that shape. That's what I'm seeing. You tell me.
Huh? This is called projection, Greggy.
I didn't do any of this. Does someone want to show me where I started talking like a homosexual? Because if it's called projection, that's what you're doing.
You're projecting your own homosexuality onto us.
I'm not the one who acted like an effeminate queer like you just did. I'm just pointing out that you guys are spiritual sodomites, which you are.
But don't worry, you got Muslim Metalardo, your boyfriend by day, girlfriend at night, and Kelly Powerless, that effeminate queer. You can all join together for a threesome, if you know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I guarantee you, me, Kelly, and Jake could have a 3 discussion that would actually be coherent. Me, you, and William can't do that. Why? You guys are incoherent. It's not even close. You have a lot of knowledge about the Trinity and how to argue it, Sam. I've never denied that. I'm not like you where I change my opinion about things based on how I feel about people, which for you means you change like every day, right? One day, this person beat that person, the other day, it doesn't matter, right? You're worthless. So you're projecting your gayness again. And I'm still waiting for this like point you were trying to make about Jesus, Michael, and whatever.
You know what I mean? Big boy.
Okay, so we're getting more effeminacy, right? This is like a routine he's got. Maybe at night, well, if does he work? He might have some other thing, right? This is a little too smooth, right? A little too smooth with the way he did that thing, right? He put his finger to his lip a minute ago. Let's go back to that. Right, watch this.
Together for a threesome, if you know what I mean.
Right
Big
there.
boy.
My bad. Sorry about that. A little mute time. Let's get back to Sam. He was being really gay and effeminate there, though. Like right here.
He's gonna flip right now. He's gonna flip. Oh yeah, by the way, you can add Anthony Rogers to your playlist, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, Greggy, are we gonna get sodomized again? Is that what happened to you? Ooh, Greggy. Did a Jehovah Witness elder touch you in all the wrong places? If you know what I mean, big boy.
It would be much more likely that a Catholic priest would have tried to do that to me than a Watchtower person. But since you're blind to your own pagan church's horrific child abuse, right? It's like they're all gay, right? I put up that video a couple weeks ago by that those two that were talking about the Catholic priests and how the one insider said they're like 85% gay, right? So here we have a member of basically a gay church projecting his homosexuality onto me, and he hasn't made one argument after getting thrashed and rage quitting live.
He's going to manifest now. Okay, now you with me there? See? Again. See? He's not healthy, dude.
That's what you got. You guys commit sodomy. The Bible is against sodomy and says that there would be a spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah where you perverts would attack Christians, which is what you're doing. So you're literally part of a church that's 80% hierarchically gay, has child abuse scandals beyond comprehension, and you literally fell in love with a man a couple weeks ago live. So what's the problem with sodomy for you guys?
I think I got to stop talking about Greg Stafford. All right. Now, can we focus in Jesus' name? Holy Spirit, constrain us.
That's not going to happen, but it will restrain and destroy you if you don't stop what you're doing.
Right? See? Yeah. Guys, he's demonized. He's full of Satan.
Why? Because I'm using homosexuals as a parallel for your spiritual sodomy? That's what the Bible does. It calls the place where you creeps killed the Lord and kill us Sodom and Gomorrah in a spiritual sense. Sorry, you just don't know the Bible and you're perverts.
Holy Spirit, constrain us, rebuke the demons, crush and expose them, purifies in the blood of the Lord Jesus our God. All right, now, can we now regroup? Now here, XJW Laura, I was told Greg Stafford cussed you out.
Okay, so XJW Laura has shown up. She humiliated and disgraced herself the other day live by lusting after a man, though she's married. She came over here and told me lies about William Albrecht while I was doing a live, had no answers. I don't need an air conditioner. I'm not sweating. You guys are stupid and you're obsessed with physical appearance. Hence, you lusted after a man even though you're married. And here you are again, describing me as needing air conditioner. No, I look better than Sam for a reason. It's called moisturizer and taking care of your face. I don't need chapstick either, but Sam does. He has chapped lips. It could be from excessive food or, I don't know.
As did Kelly Powers. By what?
And him and William are very obsessed with Kelly Powers. I've noticed also Kelly Powers has openly offered to debate Sam and William, even both at the same time. But they're chickens. I believe Kelly would destroy them. I do. I think Sam and William are just, Sam knows more than Kelly. And I think even Kelly would accept that on the Trinity. But Sam is not precise. Look at how pathetic he is. He makes mistakes all the time. I let a lot of them go because I just accept it as part of his shtick. He's not a precise guy. But then him and William act all weird toward me. So it's like, okay, well, is that how you really feel? Well, let's talk then. I don't think Sam or William could beat Kelly because I think they're both more dishonest in their handling of text than Kelly. And Kelly would seize on that. Sam has a problem with Kelly. And Kelly bothers Sam. I don't know what it is. There's something about Kelly that Sam can't, it's difficult for him. There's something about Kelly Sam has a hard time with. You'll see it if you watch him. And he won't debate him. He won't do it. So there you go.
What spirit do these two speak that both of them in common attacked you? Did you know this sister is a former Jehovah Witness? Her husband is a former Jehovah Witness. They have a YouTube channel. Go there, subscribe, and they do.
I haven't attacked her at all. I've been trying to help XJW Laura. So has Kelly. Because we both know that if she's with you, she's gone, right? And there may be no hope at this point because you're a blasphemer of the Holy Spirit. That's obvious. No question about it. And look at how sick he looks. Look at that look. Once again, with the benefit of the light, right? The light always, it shines a light on the darkness. When you do this to Sam, you can see where he's dying. Like his face is like caving in on itself. He's got lazy eyes again. No, his eyes are like half, like maybe a third open. It's really weird. They're glazed up again. He's possessed. His nose is leaning to the dark side again. And the darkness is all over his eyes. It's terrible.
Do ministry, Jehovah's Witnesses, and they both became Catholic?
Well, there have been many Catholics who become Jehovah's Witnesses. What's your point? So XJW Laura has shown she doesn't care at all about the truth, right? She follows you in lusting after men, even though she's married. So you will have to answer for you misleading yet another person. I'd sure hate to be you, Sam. You don't want to be anywhere near Sam on Judgment Day. I promise you that.
Now, sister, can you confirm that you were taught as a Jehovah Witness that Jesus was just a man on earth? Jesus was just a man on earth, a human person with a human nature, no more, no less. That he wasn't an angelic person when he was on earth. Can you confirm this is what you were taught? Right? Can you confirm that's what you...
So this person, Dan Goldstein, says he really went off on XJW Laura badly. Well, what are you talking about? What did I say? He doesn't get, this is how they are, everybody. We constantly have to deal with this lying. They don't ever say what I said, or remember earlier he said I physically threatened him? Okay, well, where did that happen? He just left it hanging, right? Giving all these people, thousands of people, The idea that I'm out here physically threatening people. This is how this guy is. He is not a Christian. He's a liar. He should be in prison.
You were taught. Yes, I told ex-JW Laura, when you and your husband are ready, reach out to me. I want to bring you and give your testimony, because then Greg is really going to manifest. All right. So now, did everyone understand? Did everyone understand why Jehovah Witness theology and Greg's cult is a joke from the pit of hell?
Okay, so does anyone know what he's referring to here? He'd have to be referring to what he was talking about earlier, right? This whole, how do you get Michael before a man and Jesus a man, and then Jesus is spirit, and all and the consistency. That's all he's referring to, and we've explained this for decades. He's just figuring it out. I still have more proof for it, in addition to everything I've said already, including Psalm 8 and Hebrews 2 and Philippians 2, right? I explicitly cited for him, or I referenced it. I didn't have time to bring it up because he rage quit. I said John 1, 29 through 30 is my answer. He keeps saying I didn't answer, right? Not only did he not answer my question, which was my point about angel being a functional term, I did answer his question. I even said that. I said, that's my answer. John 1, 29 through 30. Have you heard him no. Bring it up in a minute. Unless he does, right? This is his live show. I've been mentioning that, so he's had plenty of people who are watching me live bring up John 1, 29 through 30. So, do you think he's going to talk about it? Of course not. He's a liar.
See? Yes, I can confirm. Can you now?
Okay, so you're asking her to confirm something that's not relevant to the point you're making, but oh well.
Now, see, all you do...
It's not relevant because he's misunderstanding the point. He just is stupid and is thinking more of it than it really involves.
Was ask them. Just ask. This is it. We're going to go into John 10, because this is part of my exegesis, John 10, to bury Greg and his fake God by the power of Jehovah Jesus. Okay. Remember what to ask them. I'm going to repeat this like a broken record.
Okay, so we have against heretics coming in saying Greg was extremely nasty towards Laura. And yet I was no such thing. In fact, I was pretty nice to Laura, right? She came onto my live stream and started making dumb comments, not contributing or answering any questions. And then I just pointed out, I spoke to her very calmly, just like when I went on the show with Sam and William. I was speaking calmly. I was very normal. They were out of control, right? William could barely handle himself. It was like he was going to ejaculate live, right? Got so pumped up and excited for nothing just because he can't understand what another God is, right? It's not another person unless you mean another God by another person. I was not nasty to Laura at all. I challenge ex-JW Laura against heretics or this demonic pagan or anybody to give me a timestamp for one single thing I said about ex-JW Laura that would be considered extremely nasty. You are a liar against heretics, just like this heretic.
Jesus on earth was just a human person, right? Yes. He's just a man, right? Yes. He's not an angelic person, right?
Okay, right there. He did it again. He's confusing. He's calling an angelic person. That's not what an angel isn't a nature, you idiot. You can be a spirit or a human as an angel. So how could it be an angelic person? It can't be, because it can be either one. You'd have to explain what you mean. It's an angelic person as a human. He's a messenger, because angel's a functional term. Like I pointed out to you yesterday before you quit. Exactly. So your argument is stupid. I think you're dumb, actually. I think you've lost it. I think at this point you've been wiped out, right? I mean, I destroyed you with those live streams, the cremation series, and then before that, wiped out your entire view of the angel of Jehovah in the Old Testament. So, I mean, you don't have anything left. This is just a catastrophe. It's just so many people on your side are so stupid. They don't know enough to know how dumb you are. But we're helping them understand more right now.
Yes. But Michael in heaven, is he a human person? No.
Right. He's a spirit person and an angel. Just like he was a human person and an angel. Functionally. Because that's what it means.
Michael in heaven, does he have a human nature? No. What is he? A spirit creature, an angelic person.
He's also an angelic person on earth. Because angelic means it's a functional term. It's not a nature. So again, it's so easy to beat you, right? I really hoped yesterday, Sam, you could have controlled yourself. Because I was really looking forward to putting a beating on you. Or at least having a discussion that made everyone realize how stupid you are. Because you were lying about me the whole time before I got on. But you couldn't do it. I don't think anyone could get you to handle yourself properly in a debate. That's why you've been running from me and you're running from Jake Brancatella. If not, well, where are you? Why are you cutting me off when I join your show? Why are you letting William interrupt me while I'm answering your questions? I literally said, hey, that's the answer, John 1, 29 through 30. You still haven't brought it up.
So then, help me understand, how is Jesus Michael and Michael Jesus? There is.
Okay, so I explained this to him two ways yesterday. One, I reminded him angel's a functional term. Once he realized that that was the case, and he knows it's true anyway, because we had just talked about this, right? He freaked out and realized it wasn't going to work. Right, so he freaked out there, and then I said, he stopped right there and he said, okay, here we go. And then William interrupted, started yelling at me, and then Sam said, you got to answer the question. I said, John 1, 29 through 30. And he's like, that's the answer to my question. Do you want it or not? Right? Everyone knows that. It's a 10-minute video. You can watch it if you don't know it. Have you heard him one time discuss John 1, 29 through 30? No, he instead keeps lying to you that I wouldn't answer the question. So I'm going to play the part where I answered the question and then read John 1, 29 through 30 to show he's a buffoon and a liar. Let's listen to more of the buffoonery and lies first.
There's no continuity. But if you tell...
Yes, there is. It's the same person. And if you read John 1, 29 through 30, you'd know that. You probably did, and you're just lying about it, or you didn't, and you're stupid. Both are equally possible. So I don't know.
Tell me the life force of Michael was transferred into Jesus.
That's Watchtower's words. By that, they mean the person. Personality, you idiot. The spirit that defines the character of the individual. Right? It's like something you wouldn't understand. You don't even understand spirit, born from spirit. Talking to you about these things is kind of stupid because you're dumb. But either way, the consistency is in the person. It's the same person, just in a different nature and with different authority. He became a man. Lower than. So if he wasn't lower than the angels before, and he's lower than the angels now, what don't you understand about that consistency? It's the same person in two different natures at two different times. It's like so easy, even a baby can understand it. But you're a retarded baby, so forget it. I'm going to show you, and also John 1, 29 through 30, but I don't even need that yet, right? Again, he's lower than the angels, made lower than the angels. There's your consistency. It's the same person. Not lower than the angels, now lower than the angels. Real simple. That's why they refer also when he's in heaven to him as Jesus. Same person. just a different nature and authority, because flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. That's referring to actual physicality. I proved that with my video on 1 Corinthians 15. No response from him or any other pervert.
Well, does that mean Michael became a human person? If they say yes, then that means Michael morphed.
No, right. Well, he went from the morphe theou to the morphe anthropou, morphe doulou, form of a slave, form of a man. I'm just loosely referring to it. So yes, the form, that's what morphe means, you idiot. He's literally objecting to what the Bible teaches. Jesus took on a different form. And does he see? Right?
From being one kind of person into another kind of person.
Exactly. Hey, maybe you're not so stupid. But we got to listen to more, right? So
now Michael on earth was just a human person. He was no longer an angelic person.
That's not true. Right there, you did it again. You're lying about what angel or angelic is. It's not a nature to describe a person. It's a functional term. It means they do something. Yeah, right. So you see, your whole argument is a joke. And I was pointing that out yesterday. This is, in fact, the very thing that shut him down. He asked the same question yesterday. And I said, angel is a functional term, right? And that's when he knew he wouldn't be able to make his argument, because he's using it as a term for nature, and it's not. So he freaked out. He bolted away from that point. William started interrupting. He then said I wouldn't answer him after he didn't answer me. And then I said, fine, John 1:29 through 30. You not only didn't answer my question about angel, you pervert, you freaked out, and then you wouldn't even answer me on John 1:29 through 30. You got smoked, dude, like the way you're smoking Bo Branson's pipe.
So then what happened to that angelic person?
He took on another nature with different authority. There is no angelic person. He's an angel in both, all three times. Before he became a man, as a man, after a man. All three. He's delivering messages from the Father because he's not God. Right? No. He doesn't come up with what to tell people. He's not God. No, he has to pray to the Father to find out what to say. Zechariah 1 through 4. Game over. Okay? This has been proven. So you're stupid and you're just deceiving people who are dumb like you at this point. I think part of what you're doing is lying, but I genuinely think you're getting dumber. Like at a rapid pace.
Where did he go?
Into another form, just like we've been talking about, and like the Bible teaches. What do you not understand about that?
Are you kidding me? That graphic? Guys, can you clip it?
These guys are so stupid. You see how obsessed they are with sexuality? Not one of these idiots who are posting with Sam has said any point I've been making. Not one of them are saying, or if they are, he's not showing it. Hey, Sam, he keeps saying John 1:29 through 30. Disproves what you're saying. And we'll get to it in a moment. All he keeps highlighting are these perverted misrepresentations. I'm talking about spiritual things, right? He's talking about sodomy. He literally made sexual advances to me and Bo Branson. And all these dorks can do is talking about getting sodomized. It's because they're obsessed with it, right? They're perverts. 85% of their church, the hierarchy, priests, gone, right? They're plugged up.
Christ Overall Jeremy or Archive. Go and clip where he's using the word D and the A. He's now speaking that graphic. He's now speaking graphically.
It's something I do every now and then when I'm talking about perverts like you. Sure. That's really nothing new at all. I don't make a habit of doing it. But when I'm dealing with an idiot like you, a pervert and a liar, and you come after me the way you did today, and attack me, and you act like a moron and an idiot, and you're misleading 250,000 people online at least? Yeah. No, you need to go grab an artificial cock or two and jam them as far into your ass as possible. Then maybe you'll have shit for brains and your head won't be empty.
X-rated? Wow.
Yeah, so you should love it.
Wow. Clip it, guys, so we can make him famous.
See how stupid he is. Sam's dumb. Remember, Sam, I'm not insecure like you. I actually like who I am and exactly what I do, and I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not. Unlike you.
A D and an A. No, he's gone, man. Wow, he's gone. Woo. He's gone. Okay, now do we understand it?
So I'm gone for using figurative terms related to your spiritual perversion and sodomy. You're not gone for making tons of idols, praying to a bunch of saints and Mary, lying about God's nature, blaspheming Jesus as a firstborn creature, and acting like a total idiot when it comes to our belief about Jesus, Michael, and his different states. I'm gone for properly categorizing and characterizing you guys as spiritual homos, which there's no doubt, right? You literally advanced on me in this video. And before that, Bo Branson, right? And you and William are suspect for sure. So, yeah, I guess anything to avoid clipping my actual arguments. Right? Go for the sexual stuff, Sam. That's good for you. I'll give you plenty for that, okay? Because I know it actually bothers you. Because you're not used to someone putting you in your place, which is the place of a sodomite, spiritually.
No, that's what he said, sister. It wasn't me. That's what he's saying on his stream. So he did say that?
Once again, he's manifesting a failure to follow the Bible and the Holy Spirit. He is not, all he would have to do, right, is say, give me the timestamp. Where did he say that? And he's got another screen going there, so he can just play it or have someone send me an audio clip. He doesn't do it, right? He will not verify that. Maybe, I don't know. He doesn't watch anything. He admitted he couldn't even watch Jake Brancatella's debate with William, and yet he claimed Jake won. Jake lost, right? So we're not dealing with a type. This guy's gone, right? Look at that face. Look, once again, he doesn't seem to have a seal on his mouth. You know, like I said, and you can look this up. Go to stopsodomy.com. I'll put up pictures. It's not going to be pleasant, but I'm going to try to stop sodomy. I'm serious. I'm like against homo. It's a terrible way to live, and it's God dishonoring and destructive to humanity. But he has signs, right? So his mouth, when you like look at my site, when I get it populated with the damage from the sodomy, you're gonna, if you go into the areas where it shows the destruction to the anal area, they lose the ability to close their anus. They can't create a seal. Like the anus, God designed it perfectly to excrete toxic waste and then to seal back up, right? You don't want to go in there. But when you get blown out by sodomy, you lose that. It's not meant to be in there like that. And the anus can't seal up the way it used to. So things leak out, right? It gets, So they have to plug themselves up and all this stuff. I'm noticing with Sam a similarity. Like his mouth isn't sealing up. He leaves it open. Normally the mouth, when you're not talking like that, it seals up. So I don't know if maybe something similar is happening with his food addiction or the Bo Branson addiction. His mouth isn't working right.
Yeah. Wow. Don't put caps, brother. See, he proved my point. Damn.
Look at these guys. All they can do is think about these comments that are appropriate for this buffoon, right? They're not one of them is seemingly capable of isolating John 1, 29 through 30, right? It's embarrassing.
Damn, man. Wow. I'm shocked, dude.
Yeah, sure you are. Okay. You're dying is what you are. Let me just do a quick check on the perv out. Right, because we know we had a lot of people going insane. Let me see here. I don't want to go through too much. At least it looks at least like. Okay, so Dunn 6'4", he says he's one of the few people who's actually commenting on my question or the text I answered with Sam. He says John 1, 29 through 30 calls Jesus the Lamb of God, and the Lamb is filled with the Spirit. Right, but what does John 1, 29 through 30 say? Who does it say existed before John the Baptist? Dunn 6'4". We're going to get to John 1, 29 through 30 because Sam's been ignoring it. Why don't you go ahead and look at that and you tell me, what does John 1, 29 through 30, who does it say existed before John? Answer that question. I'm not talking about the person, I mean the nature. Does it say Jesus, just Jesus, existed before John? Or does John say a man existed before him? And since Jesus was born after John, why does he say that? Why does he say a man existed before him? Because he was referring to him as a man, the person he was made lower than as Jesus, as the same person who existed before him. That's our point, you idiots. So we'll get to that more in a second, but Hebrews 2, John 1, 29 through 30, they all show the exact consistency that idiot denies. So does he believe Jesus pre-existed as a man? Well, so John says that the man is going to advance in front of him who existed before him, because he's referring to him as the spirit who existed before becoming a man, but he's identifying them as the same person. Sam knows this, which is why he doesn't talk about it. I brought it up before. I brought it up yesterday, and he still lies and says I didn't answer him. So, Dunn 6'4", how does Jesus as a man exist before John? Please answer that question. My answer is he's the same person that he was before John, before he became a man.